It's back. We talked about it, God, like probably like freaking 10 episodes ago in this middle of summer. SoxFest is back, but it's not SoxFest anymore. It's SoxFest Live.
Wow. Hey, let's back up though. SoxFest has been gone for 4 years now.
Yeah, pretty much
Uh,
Kenny and Rick went into hiding.
yeah, it was canceled, of course, as all fan festivals were after the pandemic. So it was canceled in 2021. Somehow the Sox have now deemed that it is now safe to congregate again in the winter.
Ooh, they may
Uh,
not be after I
three yeah,
and
3 years after the rest of the world decided COVID was over. The Sox have finally joined the party, so to speak. So, but it sounds like you got some interesting comments about this. I'm dying to hear it, but I thought to frame this all, it might make sense as Festivus is much just 4 days away, only one shopping day until Festivus. So,
oh my God.
should this segment be called Sox Festivus?
Yeah, I think it should be because one, I'd like to restate, because I've said it before, I've never gone to Sox Fest. And
I'm surprised
toying
by that.
I was toying with the idea of like maybe Charlie and I and Margot would probably want to go just because we were going. But like
Yeah,
let me take the kids to Sox Fest. Let's go to Sox Fest because I if you remember, or you may not remember, but let me refresh your memory. SoxFest Live was scheduled as also an honoring the '05 White Sox, and there were supposed to be all of these '05 players coming out as like a almost like Sammy Sosa showing up to Cubs Con, same
yeah.
type
This
of
would be the
idea.
the 20
This
year anniversary. I didn't even think about that.
yeah, and like all the players were supposed to show up, and it was supposed to be this '05 thing. Well, I'm going to run through the list of scheduled appearances. And I know you're not a White Sox fan, but just
I am not.
play along. And you're a White Sox fan for this segment. For
I'll
this
try.
segment,
Ugh.
you're a White Sox fan.
Ugh.
I know. Don't burn.
Ugh.
He's burning, folks.
Ah!
He's on fire.
Unclean, unclean.
Um, and I'm going to read you the list of scheduled appearances. And let me ask you if you want to come. It's January 24th and 25th from 5 to 9.
I could
So
jump on the train, get down there.
you don't have to invest a lot of time into it. It's not like an all day thing.
Okay.
Okay. Scheduled appearances. Players. Sean Burke. Who? Jonathan Cat Jonathan Cannon. Who?
I think I know that name. Is he a starting pitcher right now for you guys?
Maybe. Corey
Okay.
Lee, catcher. We know Corey
Catcher.
Lee.
Yes.
Brian Ramos, I believe he's a reliever.
Hmm.
Uh Drew Thorpe, who's one of our
Yes.
higher rated pitching prospects. Miguel Vargas.
Just
Why?
traded. Yeah, just traded for this year. That's had a terrible time in Chicago so far.
Yeah. And Andrew Vaughn. Those are the scheduled player appearances.
What happened to the '05 Sox?
Front office, Chris Getz and Will Venable. Now, to me, that'd be worth going to. That part as
Yeah.
just to watch the chaos unfold. See if people are escorted out or what's going on. And then one final list of scheduled appearances, and I'm gonna pull back the curtain. There's not one mention of any former players from the '05 White Sox on this list.
What the fuck?
Prospects: Chase Meardroth, Brandon Montgomery, Colson Montgomery, Edward Cuero, Noah Schultz, Hagen Smith, Kyle Teal, and George Wolkow. So at least all of the big name prospects they just got in trades and Colson
Yeah.
Montgomery, those guys are going to be there. So
Or they've been there for like 1 week.
yeah,
Now they're going to be there.
it's that part is probably the more exciting part of it, but at the same time, it's probably going to be like 5 degrees outside the end of January in Chicago. You want me to come out at night from 5 to 9 to what? I don't even know what. I didn't. I heard there's live music too. They didn't have any of that in here. But like, I just don't understand what they're doing. Like maybe there's an announcement coming that there's going to be a special '05 thing when they realize they've only sold 15 tickets to this fucking thing.
Mm.
But like right now, it is just an epic failure as far as I'm concerned when I look at this what they're doing.
Was there any explanation how like the original plans of the '05 team or an '05
No,
celebration just
it
got
just
nixed
it's
or
never been mentioned.
never materialized? It
It
just
just
didn't
nothing's been
happen.
mentioned
They
again about it. Like it's just like it never was mentioned.
wow. Well, and it
Like
also makes logical sense. 20 years, 20-year anniversary. Or maybe they're going to celebrate it next year because it's actually 20 years from that moment. I don't know. Like what
I don't
that's just
know.
seems odd.
All I gotta say is this just another part of the failure of this organization so far. Like again, maybe there's an
Hmm.
announcement coming and I'll say, okay, my bad. But these are the scheduled appearances that I'm is the reason I'm supposed to buy a 2-day pass. The other thing is it doesn't tell me who's gonna be who on what day. So even if they did, I think I don't know if you're forced to buy a 2-day pass because I didn't look into it because I'm not going. But
Right.
it's like, I don't know. It's just sucks. White sucks.
Yikes.
Yeah. So,
White sucks. I've made
yeah,
that graphic a few times.
I know. And it's never been more fitting.
Well, maybe they will surprise you with a Festivus miracle, Sox Festivus miracle, and announce that the 2005 White Sox will indeed be represented by some players that you would actually like to see
I might
at this
go though.
live event.
I might go because I think
Yeah.
Charlie would want to go and see like Konerko and Przinsky and those guys. So
I mean,
that could get me out.
if you force me to put on a White Sox fan hat, but uh I would be totally for that. That would be the coolest way to reinvigorate Sox Fest in general. Like it's been gone, it's now back. You couldn't come back in a bigger way than
Right.
having those boys there. Like that would be fucking rad, considering how what a negative feeling there is around the team in general, how it's spiraling downward. What better way could they possibly come up with than to kind of reintroduce Sox Fest and kind of reinvigorate the franchise potential by bringing back those legends, the last great, truly great memories that any Sox fan has. So, wow, that is missing a giant opportunity.
Yeah. That's all I got.
All right.
Annoyed with the White Sox as always.
Well, you were able to air your grievances. I hope that makes you feel better in this Festivus season.
As
Uh,
always, it does.
Word Hole Media.